Hi there, my name is Marcy Ava Worrell. I'm a senior consultant with Tastefully Simple, and this is my 11th year as a consultant. And over the times, throughout the years, our website has changed, and often they add new features and different ways to make our customers' shopping experience a little easier and more beneficial as you're on the website. So I wanted to go over some of the main key features that you'll see on our website, and anything that's not clear or anything you have further questions about, please do feel free to message me or give me a call or a text. I am a working mom from home, so you may hear my little ones in the background, but I'll try to make sure that the video is still clear where you can get all the information that you need. So for starters, my website at the top here is tastefullysimple.com/web/mworrell, and that'll bring you to my homepage. Of course, you'll see a picture of me. You'll see that I'm a senior consultant in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You'll see my phone number and my email and ways that you can connect with me. You can touch Facebook. It'll go to Facebook, my Pinterest account, and then, of course, my YouTube channel. If you were to go to shop with me, it will immediately take you to the page that shows where you can shop all of our products. Now, our products are listed in categories, and you can go to shop all, or you can go to just the meal collections. You can go to each individual category. So for instance, my favorite section is the desserts. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. The sales specials, what's new and while supplies last. I always tell all of my customers to be sure to check these three sections here, because those three are totally awesome. They're usually items that are on sale, items that are discontinuing, therefore you get the best deal possible. Then you have your specialty section. So our TS Eat Well, which a lot of our products that are enhanced with protein, our gluten-free category, our no gluten ingredients, and then our kosher section, our gifts, and then our kitchen and home, and then our catalogs, of course. Now, if you're going back up, I talked a little bit about desserts, so we'll actually take a look at that. And if you click it, you'll show there's 17 items in the dessert category. And here you have different ways you can take a look. You can go to the highest rated, which means the item that most people like the most. And I will be honest with you, my favorite right now is, in fact, the raspberry oatmeal mix. Then, of course, your choices are priced high to low, low to high, A to Z, and Z to A. Now, if we go right here to our raspberry oatmeal bar, you'll see it has an average of 5 stars. And there's 5 people that have reviewed it so far. It'll tell you the only thing you need to add is just 11 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of water. You'll see these are different featured recipes that some of them have been submitted by customers, some have been submitted by consultants, and we'll come back to that in a moment. And if we go here, this is the actual product. So it gives you the item number, a little bit of a product description, how many it serves. It tells you a little bit about the price, and usually we'll give you a couple of pictures. It'll tell you how long it's available. If this is an item you want to share on Facebook, Pinterest, you want to tweet it, or you want to email it, so those are all options there. And then you're going to go and you'll see the different recipes. So for instance, let's say I wanted to look at the raspberry swirl dessert. So I'm going to click it. It'll pull up the recipe. It'll tell me how long it takes for it to be ready, the prep time, how many it serves again, and the ingredients that I will need, the directions, again, ways to share it, ways that I can prepare it, and if I want to be the first person to give a review, I certainly can. If I've created a recipe with it, I can submit it here as well. And then if we go back up, you'll notice it said add to recipe box. Now, if you're a customer that shops here regularly, you can create an account. And when you create your account, it gives you that chance to save all of those recipes. And that's important because whenever you purchase our products, we want to make sure that you're using them. We don't want you to just buy them and they sit in your pantry or home. So that leads me to the recipe section here. When you click on recipes, it pulls up a menu. Here you can search by keyword. You can go by the category, the product, the occasion, the cooking method, the ready, and what time range, if you know you only have a certain amount of time to prepare. And then a couple of other options. You have kid-friendly, freezer meal, gluten-free, and dairy-free. Now, me personally, my biggest thing is freezer meals. As most of you know, I do teach freezer meal workshops once a month, and it helps you have that opportunity to prepare your meals ahead of time to use throughout the month. You may be someone who wants to use freezer meals every single month. You may be someone who, let's say you're having a new baby, or you know you're going to have surgery and you're not going to be able to prepare as much as you usually do. So you want to be able to have those meals already prepared. So that's a great option for you. So for instance, I'm going to click freezer meal and I'm going to go to find recipes. It's going to pull up 393 recipes for me of things that I can pre-freeze ahead of time once I make them, and then pull them out as I need them. The majority of them you're going to prepare in the crock pot once you pull them out. However, some of them you can prepare in the oven and even grill them, so they don't necessarily have to be done in the crock pot. But definitely the crock pot is a great way to go. So you'll see you have things like the Bayou glazed chicken and veggie stir fry. You have the Bayou pork fried rice. You've got honey teriyaki vegetable stir fry, green tea peppercorn barbecue chicken. And so you have totally different types of foods. Seafood, you may even see some desserts in here as well. So let's say, for instance, you went shopping with me recently and you purchased one specific item that you're not really sure how you want to use just yet. So you go to product, and let's just say it's the chicken tortilla soup mix. So you would click on that item, find recipes, and now it's going to show you different ways to prepare it. Now, obviously, it's a soup, so you can just eat it totally just as a soup, or you can add additional items to it. So for this one, you turn it into a tortilla bake, which means kind of like a casserole. The middle one here, you'll leave as a soup. This one, you'll turn it into a stew. This one is a different type of bake. This one is a soup, adding different suggestions to prep it differently in this one, and adding additional items here. So let's just click on this chicken bake by chance. And again, this one's ready in 55 minutes, takes about 10 minutes to prep, 45 minutes to cook, so total is at 55. And it'll show you a couple pictures, and it looks like this one was probably submitted by the home office, and you'll see that right here. So the ingredients shows you this one is actually going to use, looks like 2 of our products, our Simply Salsa mix and our actual tortilla soup mix, and then everything else you can find at your local grocery store. Again, directions and the different cooking methods. These are some folks that have actually submitted it at their home, and you'll see they post pictures too, where they've made it at home and then they've posted it. So it's definitely one of those things where you have a chance to interact with others that have tried it, and you can post to see what you thought of it as well. Another option is you can print the recipe. So if you were to print it, kind of show you what it looks like. It'll come up like this, so a full sheet. Obviously, you can make that smaller, a different scale, that type of thing. But you'll see this is a great way to be able to take it to the grocery store if need be, because it should have the ingredients right in here, the cooking method, and all of the extra information you need. So you can take it directly to the grocery store if you needed to. So then our next little section here is meals. And with our meals, you have our 30-day collection and then our 3 different 10 collections. And it's a great way for you to go in and choose the different ones. So for instance, the family faves, it shows 1 set price, shows what comes in the packet. Do you want to earn it, earn rewards when you purchase? Do you want to purchase and join my team and get everything at a discount all year round? Or do you just want to make a one-time purchase? And then you can just purchase that item there. If you're a TSDU member already, which means you're earning those rewards, then you can schedule your next orders with the little blue tab there is for. Again, information about each one of the products and some recipe ideas of what comes in that packet. And just, again, to go back just for a moment to the recipe section, I just wanted to show you, you have the meal categories here. Again, we talked about product, occasion, cooking method, and ready and range. Occasion, it definitely shows you, are you at campfires? Do you have a special occasion such as a baby shower or bridal shower? And if you click that, for instance, it will show you the different products. The one thing I do want to point out is that, unfortunately, some of the products that are listed here are former products that may not necessarily be available still. So typically what I suggest is that you go by product. If it's a product you already have that you're wanting to know how to use, go by that category instead, because typically that's an item you already have in your cabinet. You don't want to find something yummy and delicious over here and we don't have the product to make it anymore at this point in time. And just keep in mind, products do switch out twice a year. They switch out in March, and then they switch out again typically in September. Therefore, the March to September is our summer spring items, and then the September to the following March is our winter fall. So the items are a little different. So an item may not be in the current catalog over here, but it may come up in the upcoming months. Over to join us, that's if you were interested in joining our team. And I mentioned one of the ways that you could join is if you are purchasing one of the meal collections, you can join for only $39.95. And so that's a great way to get your products at a discount, like I said, all year round, and still get the meal collection you were looking at as well. And that's something I can certainly answer any questions you may have. Feel free to contact me about that. Then our next category is Earn Rewards. Again, that's going to talk a little bit about that TSTU. And that comes straight to your door. It tells you a little bit about the savings. There's no commitments. You can cancel when you like. There's flexibility, and it just goes over each category, and I'll let you take a look at that in your own time. Then the next category is party. It talks a little bit about hosting a show with us. We offer catalog parties. We offer in-home taste testing, fundraisers. We also offer book parties and, of course, Facebook parties. Most of us do. That's probably my favorite. And just to give you an idea, let me show you the rewards of what you would get for hosting a show. So here's our rewards. Our parties start at $200. You would start out with $20 in free products. If you have at least 10 people order, you're going to get an extra $15. So that bumps it up to $35. And if you have if you have a total of 15 people order or more, it bumps you to $50. And that is amazing to only have a $200 party, but get $50 in rewards. I mean, that is like almost unheard of in most party plan companies. And it just goes up from there. So, you know, my average party typically on a Facebook party is about $400 on Facebook. An in-home party for me is usually sitting right at about $700 to almost $800. So if you take a look at what the rewards are for that, I'm sorry, this right here is a grocery trip for me. So for me to be able to host a show, whether it's in my home or online, and be able to get this much in free products, that is amazing. Definitely for something that doesn't cost you a thing to really host with us, we bring all of the products with us. You'll just need a few ingredients to kind of mix them up in your home. Some of them you'll actually mix ahead of time, and then the rest of them we'll mix and bring with us. But definitely, for you to be able to get that much in free products for hosting a show is not bad at all. And this just talks about some of the monthly specials and that type of thing. Speaking of which, it talks about current host specials, so we'll click that. Currently, for the month of January, our client special, which means our customers, they get the Garden Guacamole Starter for 50% off with any $50 purchase. And then for our hostesses, they are actually getting up to 60% off. So the way that works is if you host a show between January 1st and January 16th, which I do still have a few days available, you get 60% more free. If you host a show from the second half of the month, from the 17th through the 31st, then you get an extra 40% host credit, which both of those are great. They both start at the $200 level. So you're still able to have pretty much the type of party you want and still have great rewards to go along with it. Then our next category is entertaining. And with that one of the great things that I did during the fall and the holidays was the cookie exchange. And it talks about the menu that you can use for that. A little bit of holidays and other different types of get-togethers. It kind of gives you some meal ideas. And we actually have a party planning tool, which is really, really fabulous. It shows you how to go in and create your guest list. It has an opportunity for you to have RSVPs. So it's almost like hosting a show with each one of these categories. It gives you to keep track of what you're doing. So it's a really neat little feature. And again, that's free to you to use. And then the last thing on here in the top is our blog. And with that, you can go in and see what folks are talking about, whether it's home office, whether it's other consultants, It has some really neat little stuff. So you'll see lots of tips and tricks here, different posts, things from letting your kids help you in the kitchen to different categories of food items that are on the trend right now. So it's really neat to be able to see kind of what everyone else is making for their Super Bowl party or for their cookout. So they're really neat. Again, talks about how to share a recipe as well there. One thing I did want to point out on my main page was that, let's see if we can get back there. Hold on just a second. There we go. Give it just a moment. Okay, right here where it says attend a party, typically if you're going to place an order with me, it's great if you're able to press this right here, because if you click that, it'll take you to whatever open parties I have. Now, if you're just placing an order, that's not a huge deal, but from time to time I have what we call mystery hostess parties, and I offer that hostess credit to someone who has placed an order throughout the month in that party. So to take advantage of that, you would actually have to click through that link where it says, and it'll usually say mystery host there. And you just scroll over here where it says shop now. And that will take you to the actual page that has all the products. Now, if you're just ordering and you're not interested in participating in the mystery hostess, that's fine. You can just simply go to shop at the top here when you first come into the website. And of course, you'll see it'll say my name here. And then it'll usually say who the party host is if there is one. It will also ask you during checkout, do you want to assign this assign this order to a party? It will ask you again. Now at the bottom of the page, I just want to point out a few things down here. Again, ways to connect with us. Things about the company, everything from about the company, its history, employment opportunities at the home office, how to contact us, shipping and delivery policies, and our privacy policy. Finding a consultant in your area. If I'm not already your consultant, although I would love to be, we don't have territory, so I can certainly assist you in any way possible. And you can certainly order from me. I don't necessarily have to live where you are. Special offers, meals, and more. Those of us that are consultants logging in, our consultant agreement, if you'd like to take a look at that, and our terms and conditions. You'll see we are part of the Direct Selling Association. And again, the company has been out for well over 20 years now. I've personally been a consultant for 11. So it's definitely a solid, stable company. Fabulous food, a great company to work with, lots of great tasting products. So certainly if there's anything you have a question about, please do feel free, again, like I said, to contact me. I'd love to get you started on your recipe collection with adding them to your box if you need help with that. Again, you just have to, create an account, simple, easy account. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.